It's 5 Minute Fridays, tongue twister, and we are on the clock. All right. So today's question is, in the sports space, sports is a quantitative business. How do you quantify player development when it's so qualitative? I love talking about this. This is something that I did towards the end of my career when I was looking for other positions as I transitioned out, when I was still looking. But the big thing for me that I realized was like, there are numbers, right? So like, yeah, it's all qualitative. And if you go into an office and I say, hey, coach, so-and-so's more mature than he was last semester, everybody understands that, right? Everybody gets it. Like, or hey, coach, we're making a really big impact in the community. Coach can see that, whatever it may be. But what I learned is you have to use numbers. You have to use numbers. And so what I did was I did a really good job. As a matter of fact, while I'm sitting here talking, I'm going to pull up my resume so you all can hear how I use numbers in player development. But what I did was I would find a way to get a number. So if we had 120 guys on the team, right, and 80 of them showed up to programming or receive program or whatever, whatever number was higher, I was taking. So if 80 was higher than the percentage of people who, if 80 was higher, if 80 was higher than, let's say, 75% of the team, I'm not a mathematician, don't hold that against me. If 80 is 75%, I'm taking 80 over 75%, right? And so that's what I did. So let me pull this up real quick, because you can quantify the qualitative aspect of player development. And then when I found this out, I was like, yo, I was doing some a lot of that stuff that my teachers taught me in algebra and all that, a lot of that stuff was coming back because I was dividing this, doing this. So let me read. This is straight off of my resume. Let me blow this dust off my resume real quick. All right. All right. So right here, when I was at Baylor University, collaborated with academic services as a liaison, resulting in the highest team semester GPA ever, 3.24, there's a number, and highest fall semester GPA, 3.04. So I could have just put highest team semester and fall semester and not put the number. You need to put the number there, right? Enhance academic meeting structure, increasing accountability engagement, resulting in 28 all Big 12 academic team selections. So previously I would have said helped increase the number of all Big 12 selections. You need a number, right? Here's another one, and I'll move on down to Kansas. Developed academic accountability system that decreased class absences by 54%, right? What coach doesn't want to hear that? You decrease class absences by 54%, right? That's a lot better than me going and say, hey, coach, just want to let you know guys are going to class now. They need to see that. All right, let's go to KU. Contributed to academic services as a liaison, resulting in 50 players earning all Big 12 academic team, 116 players on AD honor roll, and highest team spring GPA. Once again, those numbers, it was qualitative work, but I'm putting numbers there, right? That could have been, hey, I contributed to so many players doing this, whatever it may be. Going back to KU, designed and completed 68 programs that focus on personal wellness, community impact, and career development. So I could have said, hey, coach, just want to let you know I'm developing the players and it's really going well. That sounds good, but when I say, coach, I've developed 68 programs in the last 2 years. Wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? If an offensive coordinator says, hey, we scored 68 touchdowns on the ground, coach is going to say that. So why shouldn't we say that in player development? Here's another one right here. Organized 500 plus hours of community impact. 2 players named to the Danny Warfel Trophy watch list, college football's premier community service award. Once again, I could have said, coach, we're in the community. Use a number. This is how you quantify player development. I'll go to University of Houston. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Implemented the Houston Football Career Summit, in which 33 companies attended the event. I didn't say, hey, we had a career summit. There were a lot of companies. 33 showed up, which is a good number when you split a team. Pioneered alumni engagement and program by creating a return in which 100 plus former players and their families return to campus for an all access event. This is how you quantify the qualitative work you do. Use numbers. There are numbers there. There's always numbers there. When you're dealing with people and impact, there's always numbers. So find those numbers. And like I said, sometimes I will put the percentage, sometimes I will put the number, whichever one was higher. But find the numbers in what you do. Find it. Don't just say, hey, we did this. Hey, we were in the community. No, we weren't in the community. We were in 20 local schools, or we were in 16 of the 24 local schools, or we were in 80% of the schools that within a 1 mile radius of our campus. That's it for today. Go out, create generational impact. I'll see y'all. Don't wait, create that generational impact today.